why does it seem so hard to develop the picking skills we want? Well, there is one overarching mother of all reasons for that. And it is the fact that the brain isn't built for building picking skills. So it naturally, intuitively, always does the wrong thing when it's practicing these techniques. It's destructive at worst and ineffective at best. And we can build some skills with those intuitive approaches. But once we really want to go to something you could call speed picking, then everything breaks down. So what we really need to do is we need to follow one principle that I'm going to give you in this video. And it is so simple that it's hilarious. But please listen anyway, because we need to remind ourselves of these principles constantly, because the brain has a tendency to always switch back to the intuitive, natural way of doing things. And natural seems good in most cases, but not here. We want to really use our analytical ability and do something counterintuitively. So what is the principle? Well, it is, very importantly, and don't stop the video when I told you, because it's so simple. It is to practice exactly what you want to learn. You want to practice what you want to learn. Please stick with me. And when I see somebody going, I could ask them, is that what you want to become good at? This? Is that it? And they might say, no, I want to do it extremely fast. Then why are you doing this? How does it look when you play extremely fast? Well, it looks something like... What is the difference? Well, first of all, I'm using much smaller movements. I'm only moving as much as I have to get the job done. Why? Because there's no time, right? There's no time to go. So I have to be acutely aware of my movements. And when we just pick with the movement that now works for this, right? That's also alternate picking, right? But that's not speed picking as such. And those two are completely different things because they're in separate ends of the spectrum, you could say, right? So as we go and it becomes faster and faster, the whole thing changes completely, right? And so when we practice this over here and expect to achieve this, then we shoot ourselves in the foot, in both feet actually, right? So what we want to do is we want to practice what it is that we want to learn. So when I'm practicing slow, I want to do slow what I want to do fast, right? And the reason why I say watch these videos anyway is because we need to remind ourselves of stupid things like this, because the brain is not, it's good at many things, but this is not one of them. So what we need to do is this is just practicing alternate picking. Look at my hand. Those are huge movements. If you want to really see, could it be that you can move your pick just on the other side of the string? And then just on the other side of the string. And don't go like that, but just go like, right? Try that. Without beginning to do this with your fingers, because you don't want to pick with your fingers. Right? So suddenly I'm using no movements, and it takes an enormous amount of focus in the beginning to keep your brain and body from doing big movements. So you really want to focus on it. But as you focus on it more and more, it feels more and more natural as anything else, like brushing your teeth, which is also a very awkward feeling in the beginning. And then there's a second thing I do as well, right? That we don't do when we're picking like this. And that is picking in the surface of the string. Why am I picking in the surface of the string? Why am I almost not hitting the string when it comes to picking depth, right? Instead of being towards the body, I'm away from the body. You're just picking in the surface of the string. You can't even see my pick below the string because I'm so shallowly picking, right? Why am I doing that? Why? Because if I have small movements, listen up, if I have small movements, just minute movements back and forth, how much power can I put into these movements? When I'm also supposed to relax in my hand, how much power? Not a lot, right? But if I have big movements, I can put enormous amount of force into each picking stroke. The slower I pick, the more force I can put into each stroke. the faster I pick, the less force I can put into each stroke. So therefore, I pick in the surface of the string. Also, I get the same amount of resistance every single time, so I don't stumble every time, right? There's a lot of information here, but all I'm talking about is just to practice what we want to learn. But now we're analyzing it at the level of, tenths of a millimeter, right? Or even, hundredths of a millimeter, which is fairly small if you're not into the metric system, right? It's nothing. So if I go up and down, so I have to focus on two things now. I have to focus on picking in the surface, right? And then I also have to focus on not moving my hand more than necessary. And we're going to pile on things we need to focus on at the same time. So we sit in a trance suddenly in the beginning until it becomes more and more natural, and then we can do it without thinking much about it, and we can actually practice to the top level of speed picking without thinking too much about it, because we've built in these movements. We've been practicing them so much with so much focus that they're now automatic. So now we're doing the right thing. Now we practice what we want to learn. Now we can put in the repetitions, right? Getting ahead of myself here. But this is just talking about practicing what we want to learn. So surface picking and the tiniest movements you can muster, right? Those are the two keys here. Those are some of the keys. And please stick with me. In the next video, we'll talk about some of the other principles. See you.